Hello, YouTube people. So, me and Phill are just in from an interview we did on the telly here in Northern Ireland, the Stephen Nolan show. Which
I'm a bastard, apparently.
You're a bastard.
Yeah.
Why?
Illegitimate.
Oh, right.
We discussed my illegitimacy, didn't we?
Yeah, that was a weird I mean, first and foremost, right, so we've done our first show in Belfast tonight.
Thought it went very well.
Went very well. Full crowd.
It's very snug backstage, though.
It's a tight space.
It's like Tetris.
Yeah, it's like Jenga.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's like the way that they slot all the props together.
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough. And so we're all... so we've done a show. The first show's always hard in a new city, but it's fine. And then the PR woman said to us, go and do the Stephen Nolan show after... I mean, they ask it like a question, don't they, Phil? But it's not a question. It's a very much, just do it. So we're like, fine, we're happy to do it. So we come out of the show and walk through about 400 people who were doing... There was a...
It's opening night. Whenever it's... I'll come round.
Come and join.
I'll come round. And I'll...
Should we put the flowers in the middle?
Should we have the... Yeah, are we dressing up the set?
That's quite...
Hello. Hi.
Look, we actually all colour coordinate as well.
We really look nice.
We've actually made an effort. So after the show, they...
That's right, Jason.
After the show, we... There's on the first night, there's usually some drinks in there for like the cast and the crew, and so they promised us that tonight.
There's nibbles.
And nibbles, but it wasn't that, was it?
Did you have a nibble?
I didn't have a drink, mate.
I didn't have a drink either. I was given a drink voucher, but
I come out and
I gave it to Andy Hockley.
That's my dad, who plays my dad. So we come out of the stage door, and there was about 100, 150 people.
Yeah. In the
because
bar?
They do a friends and family thing at this theatre that nobody told us about.
Well, it's Friends of the
Friends of the
Opera, of the Grand Opera House, which is it's a Matcham theatre.
That's beautiful.
It is one of the most. It's the guy that did the Hackney Empire and the Sunderland Empire.
What a genius!
And
it's like
the
sort
Alhambra in Bradford. I mean,
it's like Indian.
I don't know
influence.
I don't know why.
Beautiful.
Anyone else bothered designing theatres, because Matcham nailed it.
Yeah,
they were
amazing.
Extraordinary. They're really intimate.
Yeah,
Matcham theatres. You really get a good vibe in them. So yeah.
So anyway, we did that. It was fine. So then we had to go over the road to the BBC Northern Ireland. We go over there and to do this interview. We're straight in, like no makeup, not really, just like in.
We've had a bit of basic shopping slap.
Yeah,
which
fine.
I've still got mine on because I do need eye lift.
But you look lovely, actually. It does suit you. I think you should have asked them what brand it was. So and then we go onto the show. Now
it was benefit.
I've never seen a Stephen Nolan show.
I haven't seen
You've
the
never
Stephen
seen
Nolan
it,
show.
but we weren't really told anything about it. We thought, it'll be fine.
I thought he was
one of the Nolans. Yeah, like the one
the brother that they wouldn't let do gigs.
They don't talk about.
I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing, and giving it all the night.
So we're backstage, and we're in full view of the audience, and we can hear this debate raging on about a murder. I'm not going to go into details, but you can see it on the catch up about a murder, about Sinn Féin, about politicians, about bombs, like really heavy stuff. And they were going, just stand here in full view of the audience. I was like, we ain't standing in full view of the audience. That would be a bad idea. We're comedians, and I think
it's just one of those. We found ourselves in a situation.
We found ourselves in a situation.
We were asked to go on this show in good faith. We said we would to plug the brilliant Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Which is
I
great.
stand by the excellent Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Ian Fleming's.
It's absolutely not Ian Fleming's fault that what just happened to us. I can't pin the blame on the Fleming estate.
We've got
So we go on, and it was so heavy. The conversation before, like really heavy. People getting angry. Somebody wasn't condemning someone for murdering someone. Like it was getting really heavy. And then this Stephen Nolan guy, who I'm sure is a very experienced broadcaster, just like gets up, says thanks to the people who joined him, and then goes, anyway, and segues into a show about a flying car, which is a lovely show about a flying car, don't get me wrong.
It's brilliant.
And we're doing good at it. We're good. We're good at it.
We give good. I give good Baron
Yeah.
and Lord Scrumptious. He's quality Caraxicus pots.
I'm enjoying the pots. So we sit down. Now, I'm not saying this is the best joke in the world, but we've sat down.
Yeah, and it's obvious there's an atmosphere.
There's an atmosphere. There was, wasn't there? You're
Yeah,
right.
because they've just been talking about,
just the heavy stuff in Northern Ireland that goes on. And we're two Englishmen. We sit down. And so he says, who are you playing? And I turned to the audience. I thought, I'll include him in. You noticed me do that bit of audience work.
Yeah. Manford is a consummate professional.
I'm like, I think, bring him in.
Yeah.
So I said, you've seen the film, haven't you? They sort of don't really respond, but I figure everybody's kind of seen it. I said, well, I'm Dick Van Dyke. I'm playing the Dick Van Dyke part. And Phill is truly scrumptious. Now, I'm not saying, I wouldn't close on it.
It's a solid...
I wouldn't close on it.
It's a solid bit of late night TV live whimsy.
Bit of stuff.
Just a bit of business.
Absolutely.
Just a bit of business.
So, I'm not saying, I wouldn't,
But look at me.
Because look, he can't be truly scrumptious.
I'm not truly scrumptious.
That's the joke.
I'm a 19 stone man with a beard.
Yeah, and truly scrumptious is not that.
I'm not. She's willowy and lovely.
Yeah, yeah. So, you singing Lovely Lonely Man would be sinister.
I've known so many men.
Yeah, now you sound like one of Margie's sisters. Both of them together. So I think, right, so gag one, like death. I mean, it just died. And to a point where I reacted and went, that's a joke, by the way. I even told them.
No, it's no. I think you waited for the third. I think you waited for strike three. You waited for strike three. So you tried one.
I tried one. Nothing.
And I thought, bless Manford, he's taken the hit.
I've gone for it.
He has thrown himself.
First on at Dunkirk, mate.
He's thrown himself on this cemented grenade that we found ourselves involved with.
That's me.
So he's thrown himself on the end.
Nothing.
So first gag. Then what did you follow up? Then I did truly scrumptious.
So did a truly joke, and then I did. And then did he go into losing weight in the old bamboo? Did I do that? Did I do Pringles?
No, because by the time
Pringles got a chuckle.
You got a laugh. Yeah.
I can't remember something. Anyway, something else I did. Nothing. Like nothing.
Yeah.
And
you definitely got to a third strike.
I did, and the thing was, like the joke I had in my head, because then he said, "What's the Northern Irish audience like?" So I did the Titanic guy.
Yeah.
That's in my set. I know that's a winner. That's fine.
Yeah.
I got a little chuckle. I'm happy with that. But the one in my set was, so I got heckled when I first did the Empire. So your brain leaps to something. Your brain goes, use this. This will work.
Yeah.
Use your comedy brain. So I thought I'll use my. This is a gag I used to do. So this is on my first live at the Apollo. In fact, so this is a true story. I come on and do. Colin Murphy's the host.
Yeah.
Colin. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jason Mammon. I come on. I say, hello, I'm from Manchester. And a guy heckles me. Saturday night, Belfast Empire. This is like early 2000s. Did you enjoy the bar? That was his heckle.
Yeah.
And the audience go. And then I reply with, yes, we did. Nobody died. And we got a new next. Right, that's the little gag. That's it. So, of course, my brain goes, do the IRA joke. And then I thought, oh, no, we can't now, because what have we just segued from?
Yeah.
Can't ever do that joke now.
We can't. Because I couldn't do my story about the when the Queen visited Ireland.
Oh, no.
The Queen visits Ireland, and I'm over doing a gig. And the Queen is visiting, and I'm stopping in Belfast. And she went to Cork or something. And on the day that she came, the Ra decided to throw a few kind of coded warnings out. And so I want to go to the Victoria Quarter to the Apple store, and I walk down. I see a street taped off. 30 yards of police tape and cars and flashing, and I go down. And there's a cop there, and I go, "What's the story?" He goes, "There's been a called-in warning, phoned in that there's a bomb in the Victoria Centre." And I'm like, "Oh, blimey!" That was my reaction. Which was blimey. And then there's a guy coming past me. He's a dad, and he's about 30, and he's got a 2-year-old, a beautiful little 2-year-old girl in a pushchair. And he walks past, and he hits me on the arm like this, and he goes, "Fucking hell, Phill, just like the old days, eh?"
Wow.
These people are dark.
That's the gallows humour, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sometimes?
and I thought, I'll do that. And I'm like, no, we can't.
No, we can't.
do that.
Oh, then I did a story about doing the gig at Falls Road.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
That got nothing.
That got nothing.
I mean, it wasn't really a gag. It was just a story about doing this gig, and I'd just come back from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Did the and then went and straight and did this gig at the Falls Road, and had a routine, of course, about doing gigs for the British troops. Thinking, oh, this will go down all right because it's not. I didn't even think about it, to be honest. I just thought this is a funny story about doing gigs in Afghanistan.
Your grandfather spinning in his grave.
And that was because I remember at the time doing this. I said, "Oh, I've just done some gigs in Afghanistan," and they booed. Yeah. And I remember thinking, I wasn't expecting that reaction at all. Like, I remember if I said I was doing some gig in some barracks in in London, I go fair enough, but in Afghanistan, and I remember saying, I said, look to this audience on the Full Road, the Taliban won't stop just because there's water. Like, if they invade the UK, if they invade the mainland UK, if they invade England, they're coming here as well. They're not going to go, don't worry, Irish people are very friendly. That's the Taliban accent. And I remember just it being a really weird atmosphere in that very moment of the gig. But getting away with it and doing all right, and the audience being great fun. So I thought, I'll tell that. Anyway, that, nothing. Not even a smile of like, oh, that's good that he did a gig. It was a tough crowd. Then I did the hand too fat in the Pringles thing. Titter, I got a laugh in it. I was happy with that.
Then I pitched in with my sort of first Belfast gig and being taken to Lavery's, and I literally just mentioned Lavery's.
The table.
We are, yes. Yeah. Sorry, I'll sit there. Sorry. I did just mention Lavery's.
Is that that's like a bar?
It's a really good bar.
Yeah,
it's great. I DJ'd there. I did a club night there for a guy called Greg's McCann.
Really but that was a good story. That was good fun and a nice, friendly.
That's true. And it was just
Irish
like that about they're very insistent about buying you drinks.
Yeah, like into a point, like a.
And it was like, but yeah, so it comes up and he goes, big man, you're a deadly early on, like a drink. And you go, oh, all right, mate, I've got a couple. And he went, I don't think you heard. I said, would you like a drink? And then it gets a bit, all right. So I ended up with loads of drinks I couldn't drink.
Amazing.
Because I've got a terrible capacity.
So that went well. That got a laugh.
They laughed at Lavery's, and
yeah.
we sort of observed. But the thing is that we were sat on that sofa, you and I, and we knew we were in an unplayable.
It was just, it was death.
Yeah.
What the other thing that made me laugh was there was a moment where an olive branch, just got it got
flower, baby.
I know, but
I've got
signifying.
That's all you've got.
That's all I've got, mate. It's a prop. And the olive branch came. You've got to keep it in the middle.
Right, okay.
That's just weird.
That's dressing.
That's weird now.
Mr. Manford, the design of the flower people.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, stop.
Sorry.
Stop messing. This is serious, this.
Yeah, go on then.
When the host gives it, about family and about your parents and about missing your family, and I thought, bingo, I'm in. You know, as a comic, like. Because as a comic, there's like a Rolodex in your brain, isn't it? And it's like, it's having a flick through, and it's going, boom, I've got this subject, I can talk about it. I thought parents, nice one. And then he gives it, so Phil, you didn't know your birth father, did it?
Yeah,
I'm like,
straight into the...
I'm sorry, what?
Straight into the I'm a bastard material, where I'm like... So the whole room's unplayable.
My comic brain's giving it, got nothing, mate. I've not got a thing.
There, ladies and gentlemen, Dumbo. Last chicken in the shop.
That was a tough gig.
But then, so we're all this. So we come on after the death debate and, sectarianism and all that we're just not equipped to deal with. We've been gigging all night and we're tired, and I've got
a show about a flying car.
I've got a really bad, I tried that. I tried that as well. You're in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. What's it like? I kind of went, plot spoiler, the car flies. Nothing.
Not even a smile.
Nothing. Not even a titter. But who can blame them? They're all like, they're just like, it's literally like just like shell shocked people sat there, just like wind blown with ideas and awfulness. And
it's weird, isn't it? Because actually, the audience tonight were unbelievable.
Yeah.
Every time we've played, whether it's from the Arena to the Empire to the Odyssey to where, unbelievable crowds here.
Yeah.
That was not a true representation of a Belfast crowd.
Oh, they were a Belfast crowd.
Who've been watching Question
on
Time.
a different wicket. Yeah. They were in a different.
But you know what's annoying, right? So anyway, I went on Stephen Nolan's in his Twitter, and he on his he said, "Oh, this is what we're going to be chatting about tonight."
Yeah.
The big news in the budget today was the sugar tax on soft drinks. Chancellor George Osborne says the move would raise £530 million. The government will spend the money on primary school sports in England, but Stormont can decide how best to spend our share here. Should this be welcomed, or is it just another tax on the poor? That was his. He had that debate. Then he had a murder inquiry was launched today after a death of a prison officer who died. So the dissident Republican car bomb attack. So these were the two debates they went with, and then at the end, two special guests have come to the studio straight off the stage at the Grand Opera House, where they are starring in the opening night of the musical Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It's Jason Manford and Phill Jupitus. Now, if I was producing that show, I would go, right, let's start heavy. We'll start with the big one. The big debate, murder, politics, go that. Let's go sugar tax next. At least sugar tax has one foot in seriousness, also as comics, and as comics of a certain size.
Yeah.
We have a little.
We can come out and we can come off the back of it.
Off the back of that,
we can segue.
Nolan, I would have taken sugar tax. I would have run with it, not run. Waddle with it. Look, that's just top of my head. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
That was badly produced.
Well, it was just the thing is that. But you used to, you did the one show,
well,
and
I mean,
there was a
when
lot of
the one show,
segue in and that.
Yeah,
sort of,
yeah. Although there was, but we very rarely go from. I mean, the good thing about the one show is they got animals. So anytime you would have something serious, you go serious.
And Giles.
Anyway, Peregrine Falcons.
Peregrine Falcons, and then Giles.
Yeah, and then you come back.
Something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you come back, and then you can have a bit more of a light-hearted chat. But that was hard work.
It was. But then the thing is, for me, the cherry on the whole thing was so we're there just dying on our holes on this TV show. and then he goes, ladies and gentlemen, level 42.
It was so random.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was so random. That was one of the maddest half hours I've ever done in my life.
It's just sometimes you just find yourself in these situations.
I know, because then
when you're just supposed to be publicising something.
Yeah, and it's just awkward.
And then it's just.
I went on Twitter afterwards.
We can't go on here. I'm stood in the wind,
wearing
a microphone, thinking we can't come on now.
No. Look, Galvin Early said, felt sorry for Jason Manford on BBC Nolan, tried to be funny, didn't work.
Yeah.
Cathal says, Jason Manford and Phill Jupitus, tough crowd.
Yeah.
Gary Simpson says, even Stephen Nolan knows that was a crass and totally inappropriate transition to Jason Manford.
Man alive.
It's mad, isn't it? What kind of head F word?
Yeah.
Martin McGee says, what kind of headlock is the Nolan show? Gone from the President of Republic's champagne to Jason Manford and Phill Jupitus. It was absolutely bonkers. Terry Riley says, didn't see it myself, but heard it was grim. People are already talking about it at the back of the show.
Yeah.
Oh man, geez, talk about talk about a tough act to follow. They talked about sugar tax after that. Sean has told us that.
Yeah.
Even he saw it. So anyway, but hey,
yeah.
Hopefully it sold a couple of tickets. And
I don't know really.
Would it? I mean, if someone was sat there,
if you've watched that debate, is your mindset then going?
I'd to see the show about a flying car.
Let's go and see a show.
Yeah, it does seem a bit odd. It just seemed a bit weird as well to go from like a car bomb and like something serious to a flying car. I mean that is not a good segue. It was weird.
Oh, it's just
weird. But anyway, we've done it now. And we got away with it.
We did have a lovely supper though.
Oh, we had a lovely supper. What was it?
We had.
I polished it right off.
We had pan-fried duck breast.
Pan-fried duck
with spinach and red cabbage.
That was nice. That.
Did you like that?
I loved it.
It's good, wasn't it?
Really.
You had,
Really nice.
you had some afters, didn't you?
I'm going to edit this bit out, but yes, I did have some afters.
You're going to edit this bit out
Yeah,
now?
I'm not telling people that. No, I had a couple of... We've got to this Airbnb. The woman who owns it has left us a couple of treats.
Adele, thank you, Adele, for her biscuits.
She's left
She's
a
left
packet
a
of Fox's,
packet of Fox's.
Fox's biscuits. Not your shitty custard creams.
I've
with
not
your...
had one. I'm not
Well,
having one.
I've had 3.
3?
Yeah. I don't even care. And I had it with some milk. And it was lovely.
Poor Dad is angry.
You're not my real dad. Alright? So...
Right now, how dare you say that to me after what Stephen Nolan pulled?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know my real dad.
You're not even playing that. Unbelievable.
Oh, how could you?
I'm going to have another cookie.
Single tear.
Tour dad.
Oh
Yeah, that got a laugh actually. That
was
got us
that?
out of it, didn't it? At the end of the show.
What was that?
We were like an actual double act. At the end of the show, you said...
Oh yeah, I fed you.
Just set me up.
Teed you up.
Just teed me up and I just...
I went, you started talking about your mum. I went, I'm 3 years older than his mum. Tell him. And I did
And
one
then
of
I
them.
told them this story, which was...
Have we done it? Did we do it on air?
I don't know if we did actually. Anyway, basically, we were having dinner in an Indian restaurant.
We love an Indian.
Oh,
Oh, it was good. It was Agra's in
Leeds.
Leeds,
That's
under
right.
the BBC.
And I said, and Phil knows this already. Phil is 3 years older than my mum.
Yeah.
That says a lot more about my mum than it says about you, Phil, to be fair. So, she said me very young. She was 17.
Sharon, you're a fine woman.
Oh, absolutely. But she was a terrible teenager. But a fine woman now. Don't get me wrong. Terrible teenager. So, I said...
My mum's...
That shit me right up then.
Is it Felicity? Felicity Walder's come on.
Felicity Walder's on BBC One. But we can't... We'd have to put... La, because it's like copyright. La, 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 la. I won't be able to post it on YouTube. La, 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 la. The red button, Phil. The red button. Red button. No, like the red off button. Or press pause. The yellow button. Press the yellow.
I've done it. I'm trying to do it.
Press the...
Where's the other deadlock?
No, you...
Where's the other deadlock?
Unbelievable.
I'm trying to do it.
Just turn it off.
I can't. This is not the off deadlock. Dude, there it is. There we go. Look. It's got a circle. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, as I was saying, Phil's 3 years older than my mum. Anyway.
Look at that. Is that any kind of... Fuck you, Branson. Fuck you and your products. Jesus
I don't agree with
Christ.
this, by the way. I'm a massive fan of Branson and the Virgin brand.
Bite me.
Give me some free stuff. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, basically all I said was, Phil, when did you start stand-up? He said 1982. I said, that's weird, because when you were learning to become a stand-up, I was learning how to stand up. So, it's just a flippant comment, but he's really taking it. Bless him. Anyway,
And it's just the way that you do it. These cheeky little northern. Hey, so when you were, it was just.
That's not my voice.
You're a bit like that.
I'm not.
Yeah, when I try and do your voice, I always end up doing Savile, so it always goes a bit weird.
Yeah, maybe you did it on my radio show.
I did it, and we just really sped right past it. I went, let's forget that ever.
We're like in the middle of a chat on the show, live on the radio, and he gives it. I went,
no. And
me, producer, everyone was like,
it was one of those sort of like, and it wasn't even that much. I went, I think I may have said now then.
I think you might have given now.
I think I would have given a now then, but it's just this default sort of northern, because northerners say now then, but I did a now then, and it was now then.
The thing with the Savile thing, right, just while we're on the subject, is, no, not any of the dark, nasty stuff, but isn't it weird that everyone could do an impression of Savile, everyone could do an impression of Rolf Harris? Like, two of the biggest easiest impressions that
I've now been
now then.
I've now been withdrawn from the lexicon
You
of
can't
impressions.
and then,
I'm surprised Nolan didn't ask me to do that. Because the producer says to me before, you do voices, didn't you?
She was saying that, wasn't she? Like,
You do voices, didn't you?
That was weird, though, wasn't it? That was weird, though.
You do voices. I wish I had done the voices. Terrorism, bad thing.
That would have
Complex issues.
that would have got us out, wouldn't it?
Didn't know my dad. True story. Big man suit. No, Stephen.
That's what she was doing, though, wasn't she? You could do any of that.
She went do
Harry
any
Hill, Harry Hill, do it. Just mentioning people you can do.
Terrorism level 42. What are the chances of that happening?
You are a performing monkey.
God.
Don't deny it. Don't deny your roots.
Okay.
Right, we're going to bed separately.